The Catholic Philo Literary Institute bestows on Dr. Rosalie M. Miranda, president of Newman University, its 2012 Edward J. Sourin Award. At an early age, Rosalie learned the importance of family, faith, and giving of her time and talent to help others.
My life began in South Philadelphia. Actually, I was born at St. Agnes Hospital in South Philadelphia to immigrant parents from Italy who actually did not even speak English. And so I grew up in this wonderful, caring, very loving home right around the corner of the 9th Street Market. Church was part of our life right from the beginning and truly made the difference for me. Family, reaching out, sharing what you had, no matter what it was, became very important, basic and foundational principles for me growing up. Church was part of our life right from the beginning and truly made the difference for me.
My education initially was in nursing. Okay, she did her undergraduate work in nursing at Villanova and nursed, was on the faculty at St. Agnes Hospital down in South Philadelphia, and then ultimately joined the faculty out at Newman. Family is very, very important to us. God has been good to us. We have been blessed with 3 great children. They have all married well, great spouses, and have produced 5 grandchildren for us. And one is cuter than the next, and one is smarter than the next, so we're blessed with them.
I never really thought of them as a child as anything but mom and dad. It was when I graduated from college and started working, becoming a professional, that I really appreciated what she's done as a nurse and as an educator. And I used to work in healthcare, and then 6 years ago I started working here at Newman. And to see what she's done and to appreciate where she came from and her roots, where she came from, is just, you don't appreciate it as a kid, you really grow to appreciate it as an adult.
Rosalie's loving and nurturing family built a strong foundation in her Catholic faith.
Faith is just so important to us as a family. It's so important to Rosalie in her work environment. It is so important to her in her interaction with the administration, with the faculty, and most of all with the students. Students recognize that. They recognize the genuine faith. Okay, it's not words, it's actions. It really is Rosalie.
My mother, as president of this university, is unapologetically Catholic. She is true and consistent to her faith, but also to the mission, the Catholic Franciscan mission of this university, and doesn't compromise from that.
She's enthusiastic, she's dynamic, she's faith-filled, she's a great family role model. She's the whole package.
She has made a strong, intentional commitment that the Catholic Franciscan values are integrated in a pervasive manner across the university community.
What awakens me in the middle of the night and gets me up in the morning, energized and passionate to go and do what I need to do as president of Newman University, is the responsibility that I have to advance that which is Catholic and Franciscan.
Rosalie made a conscious, firm decision to use her time and talent in selfless service to her family, her church, and her community.
Dr. Rosalie Miranda embodies the spirit of stewardship probably more than anyone that I know. At the heart of stewardship is one's personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And the deeper that a person grows in his or her love for the Lord, to a point where they can truly say, it is no longer I who live, but Jesus Christ who lives within me. As that happens, there's a deep desire within all of us to give back to God the many blessings he has given to us through our time, our talent, and our treasure. The theme that runs throughout this tribute to Dr. Miranda is a theme of her love for her family, her very deep love for her family, her commitment to all levels of Catholic education and her dedication to Jesus Christ and the Church. Dr. Rosalie Miranda, on behalf of the Catholic Church, whom we love, on behalf of the many, many people whose lives you have touched as a good steward, and in my own name, I say to you, thank you so much. Dr. Miranda, we love you.
Well, she, I think, probably was responsible first for the campus's conversion to a residential campus, so the introduction of on-campus housing, which significantly changed it from a commuter university to now a commuter and residential university. She also led the way with the conversion from the college to our university status. But I think more than anything, she has continued to instill the Franciscan and Catholic mission into the university throughout all of its programs, its sports programs, its academic programs, its campus programs. That really has been her greatest accomplishment.
I'm very pleased this evening to be able to speak on behalf of Dr. Rosalie Miranda, the president of Newman University, as she receives the Sourin Award. Dr. Miranda is an outstanding leader in Catholic higher education in the United States. She's a person of unique talent whose greatest asset, in my mind, is her deep and abiding faith in Jesus Christ. Dr. Miranda and I have had the opportunity to work on many projects throughout the course of our years together, but I believe our most wonderful aspect has been the opportunity, the collaboration that she gave in developing Drexel Newman Academy in Chester for the poor children of Chester. Through her cooperation, the Archdiocese of Philadelphia was able to maintain Catholic education for the elementary children in Chester. Dr. Miranda's vision and her determination has made Newman University one of the premier Catholic colleges in the United States. And I'm pleased to be able to say that Dr. Miranda is my friend. May God bless you always, Dr. Miranda.
There's no one that I know who really lives the faith in the way that she lives it. And I think that model that she presents, not only to students, but to every single person that she encounters, is nothing like I've seen any other person, quite frankly, that I know. And she does it with such tremendous energy and enthusiasm. And I think that's the way that Jesus really wanted the faith to be presented.
Dr. Miranda has a way where people want to do well because they want to help her out. I know that I want to succeed because I know in my success I'm helping her. And I think she gives so much to everybody throughout the university, with the sisters, with her family, that everyone around her just tries to give her as much support so she can do her job to the best of her ability.
It's my pleasure to speak just for a minute about my friend Rosalie Miranda. I met Rosalie through my relationship with her as the, in my case, District Attorney of Delaware County, and Rosalie as the president of one of the prominent universities here in Delaware County. But that relationship grew and became very different over time in that she became a leader in the Safe Schools movement here in the county and in southeastern Pennsylvania. I commend the Sourin Award Selection Committee for recognizing the excellence of Rosalie's work. And I want to commend Rosalie above and beyond everything else she did for having the vision to host the first meeting of the University and College Working Group in the Delaware County Safe Schools Initiative. That group has grown into the university section of the Safe Schools Initiative, and it was through her thoughtful help that today the universities meet on a regular basis to discuss safety, not only for students and facilities, but for all the individuals who work on the campuses, not only at the campus, but at their homes. All of that was the result of Rosalie's approach to a very real problem that impacted our college and university community. Thank you, Rosalie. Thank you on behalf of all the people of Delaware County.
Rosalie had begun to build, again in her inimitable way, a wonderful relationship with the leadership team. And we were preparing to go to the meeting, and Rosalie said, I'm going to ask the sisters for those 10 acres behind the residence halls, because we really need those to expand for our new center for sports, spirituality, and character development. And I reminded her, I said, Rosalie, don't you remember last year the sisters said they don't have any more land to give us? And she said, oh, don't worry about that. You know, we'll just get in there and ask her for the land. And sure enough, she did, and sure enough, they generously gave us the land.
As president, Rosalie Miranda has taken many risks, and we're standing in one of the risks. This building, the Miranda Center for Sports, Spirituality, and Character Development, was a tremendous risk for a university president to take. The fundraising for a project like this, the building of it, to get the support of it, and the acceptance of the college, the university community, was a huge risk, because we're trying to associate sports with character and spirituality. And when you put it all together into this venue, and you see how Newman has made it work, it really has had tremendous impact.
I've had the pleasure of working with Rosalie Miranda for many years in many different capacities. She is an exemplary person. She is a leader with a very strong sense of mission and service formed in the Catholic Franciscan spirit. She is also an extraordinarily warm individual who, in any setting, somehow manages to convey to you that you are the only person that she is interested in talking to in the room. And I have come to believe that. She is sincere. She is a person of unquestioned integrity. And I'm very proud and pleased and privileged to have the ability to interact with her and to consider her a good friend.
I am very pleased to congratulate Dr. Rosalie Miranda on receiving the 2012 Sourin Award from the Catholic Philo Literary Institute. She has made her life one of joyful service to the Catholic community in Philadelphia, especially in the field of education. I am so grateful for her dedicated and faith-filled work on behalf of the Archdiocese and the countless young people she has impacted in such a positive way. Congratulations, Dr. Miranda. May the Lord grant you peace and continually guide you in all of your good works.
Because of her loving family life, her unyielding Catholic faith, and her unwavering stewardship in service to the community, the 2012 Edward J. Sourin Award is bestowed on Dr. Rosalie M. Miranda, President of Newman University.